The title of this story is The Side Chick. The lady pursued him with a single mind. He did his best to fend her off. "I am married," he explained. "Did I say I want to marry you? Please don't flatter yourself," she retorted. He could see the handwriting on the wall, but she was very determined. She kept insisting she wasn't trying to get into his life in order to ruin it. "I just felt a strong pull towards you. I can't explain it," she said. He was used to fending off swooning girls all the time. His wife had also swooned drunkenly before they got married. He was no Adonis. He was only blessed with the gift of wisdom. The world acknowledged his gift. He spoke at local and international events all over the world. Heads of states, dictators, rulers, and global leaders paid to hear him speak. Wisdom had brought him fame and fortune, and also attracted a lot of foolish people to him. Many were like star stalkers who just wanted to boast that they had slept with him to their friends. Few coveted his friendship, and like King Solomon, more than a few coveted his bed. Not because he had any outstanding physical qualities, but because of his mind. He had always found this a bit ironic. He called it his 3 steps to foolishness. Wisdom attracts the foolish. The wise sleeps with the foolish. The wise becomes foolish. How would he explain to people that in his own wisdom, he cheated on his wife and broke his own home? He had so much to lose by straying. But these sort of women kept coming. When he was much younger and relatively unknown, he would snap at such admirers and shame them into going away. But today's world is poised on a knife edge. One wrong text message, chat, or spoken word will go viral. You cannot win. Tell of a lady the wrong way, you will be accused of lacking empathy, sympathy, or compassion. Encourage her and you'll be accused of leading her on. Ignore her, you will be accused of being a snob. He always managed to outweigh his admirers. Sometimes he would have lunch with them and try very hard to redirect their thinking. But once in a while, there will be that lady with a doggedness he will come to respect. This lady was one of such. She would send him messages over and over until he read them. She kept nibbling away at his resistance. Eventually, he met with her. He, "What do you want?" She, "I'm a virgin and I want to be your side chick. Give me the ground rules. If I break any of your rules, you have the right to break it off. I respect the fact that you're married. I respect the fact that you're reluctant to do this. I will stick to whatever boundary you give me. But I don't want you to friend zone me. At one point, I would like to sleep with you. It may be today or in 6 months' time." He looked at her and laughed. He looked around for a hidden camera crew. "Are you wearing one of those spy pen or spy glasses? Is this a stunt to embarrass me on live TV?" She smiled and motioned him to come with her. They got into his car. She, "Take me somewhere else you'd feel comfortable. You can search me if you want." His resistance broke. What sort of man will say no to her incredible offer? A beautiful 25-year-old virgin offering herself to a 40-year-old for fun only. Whoa. She had obviously thought everything through. Why deny her such a simple request? He asked her for 3 days to consider her proposal. She smiled. The devil's got a foot in the door. 3 days later, she became his side chick. She was 25, dating a 40-year-old married man, just for the experience. She had no hidden agenda. It took his wife 6 months to notice. His wife noticed that the lady's name kept popping out of his mouth. She asked him one day what was going on. Who was the girl? He became conscious. No more sleeps. He met with the girl once a week in a hotel. They spent 4 hours together. They talk. They cuddle, and yes, he sleeps with her. Sex with her was fresh, new and invigorating. She wanted to learn, and he was a willing teacher. She never took a dime from him, not even a gift of any kind. Once in a while, the girl will send him some money. She called it inconvenience change. She will say, "Buy something nice for my senior. Take my senior out this weekend." By the time their affair was a year old, she had become indispensable to him. He couldn't imagine life without her. He was still married and went home to be with his family every day, but something had changed. His heart was no longer in his home. With every passing day, the distance between his heart and his head increased. Emotion had drowned wisdom in a cesspool of deceit. 3 years after she made him the offer, he divorced his wife. 1 year later, he married the side chick. He had a son and daughter with his ex-wife, and a son and daughter with his second wife. He's still an internationally respected consultant and speaker. P.S. The side chick narrated this story. She was explaining why it is dangerous for a married man or woman to have any form of physical or emotional relationship with anybody outside of their spouses, no matter how strong they think they are spiritually, emotionally, or mentally. She claimed she didn't set out to marry him, though she was in love with him. She was willing to share a little part of his life, however insignificant. She knew it would hurt him to divorce his wife, and she didn't want that. But as time went on, the momentum swung towards her because his wife wasn't aware of the fact that the foundation of her home was being eroded. By the time she knew, it was too late. Emotion is so unpredictable and vigorous. It can get the better of anybody. Do you agree with her? The end. For more stories like this and information about the ministry, please visit www.Samuel-Wemimo.com. God bless you.